Hello, this is Arif Irfanullah, and in this brief clip, I will share some thoughts with you related to the Level 3 exam. If your exam is about 2 months away, then this video is for you. My advice at this stage is based on 3 points. The first point has to do with your schedule. You only have 2 months, so you need to make sure that you have a schedule. If you already have a schedule and you are working according to that schedule, then that's great. Please move forward. On the other hand, if you don't have a schedule, then make one and follow it. In terms of making a schedule, I would recommend that you complete one round of the curriculum approximately 6 weeks before your exam. And by this stage, you should obviously know your exact exam date, so you can plan based on that. If you can finish one round of the curriculum 6 weeks before the exam, this gives you enough time for review and practice. If your situation is such that you started late and are struggling to finish one round of the curriculum anytime soon, then what you can do is make a schedule that lets you finish the curriculum at least 3 weeks before the final exam, so that those final 3 weeks can be used for review and practice. My next point is related to our grading service. As I have said several times, a major stumbling block at Level 3 is the essay exam. Many good students fail Level 3 because they perform poorly on the essay exam, and we don't want that happening with you. So clearly you need to practice as much as possible, but practice alone is not enough. Once you practice an essay exam, you need somebody to guide you in terms of whether you are answering questions properly or not. And this is where our grading service comes in. With this service, you can take an exam and then send us your material. We will grade your exam and give you feedback in terms of how to best answer questions on the essay exam. At this point, you have to take care that you don't forget the readings which you have studied previously. So I highly recommend that you allocate some part of your study plan on a daily or weekly basis to review those readings. For this, you can take advantage of the IFT High Yield course. This course has 2 components: High Yield Notes and High Yield Videos. The notes cover the most important points from each reading in a few pages, and in the videos, I am basically reading the notes and providing explanations where needed. There are 2 major advantages of the High Yield course. You can use it as a review course to revise the concepts or topics that you have studied earlier. You can also use it as a crash course. If you started your studies late, you probably don't have time to go over the curriculum or even the IFT detailed notes and videos. In that case, you can study with our high yield notes and videos. In these, we cover the most important and testable concepts in a very short amount of time. Now, obviously, this high yield course comes with high risks. There is no guarantee that you will pass simply using the IFT high yield course, but it certainly maximizes your chances of passing considering the difficult situation you might be in at this stage. I have already talked about the essay exam in my previous advice video. However, the essay exam is so critical that I would like to go over the essay exam advice again. You should try to make the most of actual essay exams that have been provided by CFA Institute in the past. The curriculum has changed a lot in 2020, which means that there are many questions that are not relevant, but you should at least be doing the questions which are still relevant. Every year, very intelligent students fail the exam because they have not properly prepared for the essay exam. So, developing the skills necessary to do well on the essay exam is important. If you've not done so already, I would strongly recommend that you watch my video on how to pass the Level 3 essay exam. Here I give you some valuable advice in terms of dealing with the essay exam. Then you should try and solve questions from past papers. I would recommend that you do the questions from the most recent papers. So at the very least, do the relevant questions from 2017, 2018, and 2019. You can deal with these questions on a topic by topic basis. So when you finish a particular topic such as private wealth management, then do the questions related to private wealth management from past papers. To figure out which questions from past papers are relevant, you can refer to our essay exam relevance document, and you can see that on our screen right now. You will notice that this document shows you questions for several years, but as I said, focus on the more recent exams, because when you go further back, very few questions are still relevant for 2020. If you have subscribed to our videos, then I also strongly recommend that you watch my essay exam videos, because sometimes students get into the trap of writing too much, sometimes they write too little. When you watch these videos, you will learn how to answer questions in an appropriate manner without writing too much or too little. The central point that I emphasize in these videos is that you need to stick to the point and answer exactly what you are being asked. In the final month of your preparation, you can work through the IFT mock exams and the CFA Institute mock exam. That is it for this segment. I will come back to you with more advice next month. All the best and good luck with your studies.